So good day everyone! Are you excited for our video lesson today? So if you are, before that, I will introduce my name first. So I am Adrian Ayanza. So our topic for today is the changing global landscape for the 21st century teachers. Exciting, right? Do you want to explore? So let's go! As future teachers in the 21st century, there is an urgent need to understand the new landscape that is brought about by the changes and leaps and bounds of the century. Furthermore, the development of 21st century skills is a necessary tool for teachers. Without this 21st century, no teachers can survive. So for you, what does it mean? We all know that change is the only constant in the world, and we are now in an advanced era, where technologies are evolving and in useful terms of education. Since we'll be a teacher in the future, we need to adapt to be more effective teacher. In 21st century, there is something we call the new learning environment. The idea of learning environment has broadened from the confines of the four walls of the classroom to places and spaces that support learning. It is a place where interactions of learners among one another with the teacher and the surroundings happen. So it means that the learning is not just in the four corners of the classroom. Learning is borderless. You will be able to learn anytime and anywhere. Learning can be done online, at home, or any places as long as it supports learning. So it characterized by the following: learner-centered, new spaces and borderless, enhanced opportunity for creativity and innovations on use of ICT. When we say learner-centered, it focuses on students' needs, interests, and abilities. The focus is on the student itself. And also, when we say new spaces and borderless, it extends beyond physical classrooms to online platforms, community spaces, and other areas that support learning. That is why it is called borderless, because there is no borderline. When we say enhance opportunity for creativity and innovations, so it encourages students to think critically, solve problems, and express themselves creatively. In 21st century, students should not only depend on what the teachers give, they must discover by researching and broader perspectives. So the last one, we have the use of ICT. Of course, teachers should integrate technology to facilitate learning, communication, and collaboration. The new learning environment offers numerous benefits, preparing students for success in an increasingly complex and evolving environment. Some of those are increased engagement. Interactive learning environments motivate students, yet it's undeniably, di ba? Then second one, we have improved outcomes. Personalized learning and technology integration enhance students' achievements. And the last one, we have preparation for the future. Students develop essential skills for a rapidly changing world. If we have the new learning environment, of course, we have the new learning content. With a new learning environment and explosion of knowledge, content or subject matter of learning has been modified. For you, why? Simply because 21st century learning is borderless and limitless. You will be able to learn everywhere. Therefore, the learning content will not remain constant, and traditional subject matter has given a way to be more dynamic and interconnecting approaches. From a specific discipline or subject area, subject matter of learning has the following characteristics: integrated or interdisciplinary, demand-driven, emphasis on learning tools and how to retrieve knowledge, and balance of scientific, technological, cultural, global, and local concepts. When we say integrated learning, it is connecting multiple subjects for holistic understanding, and demand-driven is focusing on the real-world skills and issues, so they are exposed on the real scenario in the world. And now we jump into the new processes of learning and how this will be facilitated. With advancement on the study of the mind and cognition, various processes of learning evolve with human intervention of teachers and peers, as well as in the non-human intervention of artificial intelligence or AI of robots. Advances in cognitive science, artificial intelligence, and technology have transformed the learning landscape. New processes of learning have emerged incorporating both human and non-human interventions. When we say human interventions, is the involvement and participation of the teachers and peers, of course. And the non-human interventions are the involvement of technologies and AI. And this undeniably contributing in the field of education. With these advancements, different processes of learning and the methods of facilitate this have evolved. These include the idea of multiple ways of learning which can be mediated by the following. And the first one is the face-to-face learning or the face-to-face class, when learners and teachers are confined in the same learning space at the same time with the teacher facilitating learning. Example for this is the what we have usually do when teachers and learners are in the same space or in the classroom where the teachers and students have interaction personally in the same time and the same scenario. And the second one, can you guess? Yes, the distance learning, when teaching learning is mediated by traditional or modules in print or modern technology using online or offline without the physical presence of the teachers in virtual class. It can be synchronous or asynchronous. When we say distance learning, it is happen when the instructors or teachers and the learners are not in the same locations. Best example for this where you can relate was the pandemic and the after of the typhoon of that. Teachers use the modular method and virtual class. The modular method is what we call asynchronous learning, where you are given modules or learning contents through online or can be house to house. And the virtual is the what we call synchronous, done through Google Meet video conference. It is a real-time scenario where the teachers and learners have interactions but not in the same locations. And the third one, we have the blended modalities, when teaching and learning is facilitated through the face-to-face or distance learning, where enable to the teachers and learners to have both physical presence or physical absence in the teaching learning process. When we say blended learning or blended modalities, it is just a mix of two, the face-to-face class and the distance learning. Example, in the morning you will have face-to-face class, but due to high index temperature, the class in the afternoon will be synchronous or asynchronous. That's why it's called blended learning. And the fourth one is the experiential and lifelong, when learners are immersed. This method isn't familiar to us, but maybe one of you know about this, but I believe majority isn't familiar. When we say learners are immersed, they are completely engaged in their experience like internship or making hands-on project. In short, this method means that the learners are ready to apply what they have learned. If we have the new learning environment and the new learning contents, of course, we have also the new type of learners. The new breed of learners does not have age boundaries. Learners may be are in an informal, formal, or non-traditional setting. Formal setting is done in the school or universities. Informal is done through online, and non-traditional is done through workshops. Example of this are the ALS or the alternative learning system. So these are the characteristics of a new type of learner. First one, a confident person who thinks independently and critically and who communicates effectively. Maybe they are known to be the smart one or the critical thinker in the class. The second one is the self-directed and who questions, reflects, and takes responsibility for his or her own learning. So these learners are the independent one. They will mind their own business without asking or consulting others. They take ownership, reflects, and take responsibility of their own learning, as what I have said. Then the third one is a concerned citizen, informed about the world and local affairs, has a strong sense of civic responsibilities, and participates actively in improving the lives of others. So these learners will not be the smartest, but will be the most kind and easygoing among the others. They are the informed, responsible, and actively contribute in shaping the society. And the fourth one and the last one, a member of the new generation, the pop culture, different ways of thinking and responding. Maybe these learners are us, influenced by what we have seen in social media. We always want to be part of the trends, especially on TikTok dances, chismis on social media, and we don't want to be outdated. And here is the bright side. Since we are exposed, we are the one who have wider perspective and broad mindset, and we are the adaptable one. And you, what type of learner you are? Think. Furthermore, the new types of learners are those coming from diverse background, multicultural and multi-generational, as coming from different age groups of lifelong learners. In order for every learner to address the challenges of the country, he or she has to develop a life and career skills. Life and career skills are enhanced in schools as a part of the learning outcomes, and that are the targets of the teachers to enhance the students. And that's all with my video lesson. I hope you will learn something about this one. And that's all. Once again, I am Adrian Ayanza, a Best Ed Math 2 student. And that's all. Thank you.